Namaste. My name's Jacqui Brumley. I'm here to share with you a short yoga video that will keep your practice going. Let us start in a comfortable cross-legged position. Lift and alert the spine. Roll the shoulders back and down. Bring the hands to prayer position and allow the eyes to close. Allow all extraneous thoughts to dissolve and bring your awareness to the breath. In a moment, I'll suggest that you take a big full yoga breath, and in doing so, we're going to inhale energy. So with awareness of the breath, inhale deeply, inflating the lungs from the base to the top. As you do, get a sense of inhaling energy. Hold the breath. And then when you're ready, exhale and allow that energy to infiltrate into the body to each and every cell. We'll do that twice more. Inhale deeply. The lungs inflate from the base to the top. Oxygen streams into the body along with prana. On the exhalation, infuse that energy all through the body to each and every cell. One more in your own time. Quietly open your eyes. Let us now move to some arm circles. On an inhale breath, extend the arms out and up. Bring the palms to meet above you and look up, holding the breath. On the exhalation, extend the arms actively out and down. Keep the lift of your chest. We'll do that 4 more times. Inhale, reach out and up. Suspend the breath as the palms meet and look up. Exhale, reach a little further away and down as you press out through the palms of the hands. Keep going. Inhale, raise the arms. Reach a little higher as the palms meet. Look up. Exhale, extend a little wider as though you want to touch the edges of the room. Twice more. Inhale deeply. Reach far out and up. Palms join. Breath is held. Fingers shoot up like an arrow. Exhale, reach a little further away and down. You press out through the palms like you push out through water. Once more. Inhale, raise the arms. Suspend the breath as you look up. Exhale, float the arms out and down, pressing out firmly through the palms. Return the palms to prayer. Moving along, we'll come towards the back of the mat. Stretching out the back and spine in Adho Mukha Virasana, which we commonly call down face hero. The toes join together, the knees splay at mat width. The buttocks press back as the arms reach out, hands at shoulder width, fingers splayed wide. Pushing the mat down and forward with the elbows straight, release the forehead down. Get a sense of lengthening the spine, right from the tailbone to the crown of the head. The hips push back and the trunk extends forward. 2 opposing actions, yet they are complementary. Come up onto the knees. Curl the toes under. Inhale, lift the hips. And as you exhale, press up to your first Adho Mukha Svanasana or downward facing dog. Calf muscles might feel tight, but the body will give as we stretch the muscles and get energy to flow through the body. Inhale, come down onto the knees. Bring the big toes together, splay the knees wide again, and go again, press back to Adho Mukha Virasana. We'll do that twice more. Inhale to the knees. Curl the toes under. Exhale, lift the hips and press back and get back again into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Heels out, arches up, hands pushing down and forward as we lift through the arms. Go again. Inhale back to the knees. Big toes together as we splay the knees wide Again, back to Adho Mukha Virasana. Once more, with the breath. Inhale to the knees. Curl the toes under. Exhale, lift the hips. And again, press back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Calf muscles starting to release. Hamstrings feeling longer. Shoulders feel a little more open as we get that upward lift through the arms. Go again. Come back to the knees. Inhale. Exhale. Big toes together, knees splay wide, and back to Adho Mukha Virasana. Lift the head and chest, slide back with the arms and hands, and let's stand up to release the hamstrings a little more into Uttanasana. Grab a couple of bricks and place the bricks at an appropriate height for you to stretch down whilst keeping the legs straight. Feet are hip width apart, heels out, arches up, toes long and spread. Get a sense of drawing up through the legs. Hands to the hips, elbows back, and lift the chest. Inhale, look slightly up. On the exhalation, bend forward from the hips. Reach down to the bricks, shoulders over the wrists, whilst keeping the hips above the heels. Lift the head, look forward. Extend the front of the body. We're flexing from the hips. Now look down between the bricks and inhale, bend the knees. As you bend the knees, try to maintain the height of the hips and get the chest a little lower. Some of you might be able to lower the bricks. Exhale, straighten the legs. Let's do that again. Inhale, bending the knees. Keep the sitting bones nice and high. Some of you might go a little further, fingertips to the mat, or if you have the flexion in your hips, palms to the mat. But as we exhale, straighten the legs, ensure you can straighten the legs. If not, we go back to fingertips or hands to bricks. What is more important than how far down we can reach is that the legs are straight and we're bending from the hips. Bend your knees, bring the hands to the hips, look forward, and with bent knees and a flat back, stand up. Bend the knees a little bit to release the hamstrings, and we'll do that once more. Hands to the hips, elbows back. Check your foundation. Feet are apart, hip width, heels out, arches up. Lift the chest. Inhale, look slightly up, and go again. Exhale, bend forward from the hips. Reach down as before. Hands to the bricks, or if you have good flexion, hands to the mat. As before, bend the knees, get the chest lower, get the sitting bones up. Inhale there, exhale, straighten the legs. Once more, inhale, bend the knees. You might get the hands lower, but being able to, we need to straighten the legs. Look down between the hands. Ensure the weight's even between your 4 foundation points. 2 hands, 2 feet. Coming out mindfully, bend the knees, bring the hands to the hips, inhale, and on the exhalation, go again, come up with the legs. Bend the knees and release. We're coming back down onto the mat to do the full dog pose sequence now, and then we'll move to some sun salutations. So pushing your bricks to the side. This time for our dog pose, we'll set up in the more traditional way with the toes curled under towards the back of the mat. Knees and feet are hip width apart. Push your hips back as before while stretching the arms forward, hands at shoulder width. As you push the mat forward, push the hips back. Release the forehead down without bending your elbows. With the breath, we come up onto the knees. As before, inhale, lift through the shoulders, lift the knees, keep them bent, and move again, your hips up and back and your chest towards the thighs. Straighten the legs beyond the tips of the toes, inhale, and on the exhalation, bring your heels down. The heels descend, but the arches of your feet ascend. The heels turn out. Moving to the plank, Lift the head. Inhale, come forward and bring the shoulders over the wrists. Tuck the tailbone in. Don't hang in your arms, but lift through the arms. Hold the thighs firmly and hold your core, navel towards the spine. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, go back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Once more, lift the head, inhale. On the exhalation, come forward with the body, shoulders over the wrists, tailbone firmly into the body. Work the legs, you've got to lift the thighs to the bones, work the core, hold the navel to the spine, and lift through the arms. Inhale, keep that lift through the arms and the hips as you exhale back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. All right, bend the knees and have a complete rest, this time in Balasana or child pose. Allow the arms to completely surrender and allow any intensity that may have built up from the dog and plank to dissolve. In the yoga practice, we often move from very active to very passive. Shortly, we'll bring in the full sequence of dog pose, which is the dog, the plank. If any of you wish to go to chaturanga, you can go to the low plank of chaturanga, and then we'll extend the spine into the beautiful back foot back bend of Urdhva Mukha Svanasana or upward facing dog. So preparing again at the back of the mat, the toes curled under. Feet and knees hip width apart. Push the hips back as you reach out through the arms and hands. Fingers splayed, shoulder width, elbows nice and straight. Moving a little quicker as before, inhale to the knees. Exhale, lift the knees, keeping them bent, and push the hips up and back. Lift through the arms, straighten the legs, inhale. On the exhalation, descend the heels. The heels are out, but we lift the arches of our feet. With the breath, inhale, come forward to plank. You can exhale there. Those who choose to go a little further, bend the elbows and lower to chaturanga. Inhale to the back bend, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Again with the breath. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale in chaturanga. Inhale to the back bend, upward facing dog. We've got to flare open the back of the knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. And once more. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Make the neck long as you lift the ears away from the shoulders. Flare open the back of the knees. Inhale, lift the hips. And exhale to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now this time, walk your hands towards your feet and come to the squat of Malasana. Those who have deep groins can work to get their elbows to the floor. Alternatively, stay a little high with the body, particularly if your heels aren't quite down. In many ways, we are now in a resting position as we work now with gravity rather than in the dog pose sequence. We work against gravity. Yoga is indeed a weight-bearing practice as we learn to take weight through the body and we learn to take our own weight. That will in turn strengthen the bones. We're now going to go through some cycles of Surya Namaskar or sun salutations, and this will maintain your flexibility whilst working with the breath, oxygenating the bloodstream and bringing prana or energy into our subtle body. We will be doing the full round of Surya Namaskar for 6 cycles. Bring the hands to prayer and let us stand up. Coming towards the top of your mat, join your feet and legs together. Lift through the spine and bring the hands to prayer in front of the chest. Ensure the spine is upright. I'll ask you now to close your eyes and we'll take 3 energizing breaths. So inhaling as before, big full yoga breath as you bring energy into the body. And on the exhalation, infuse that energy into the body. Twice more. Inhale deeply. Right up to the top of the chest. Exhale and infuse that energy all through the body. Once more, inhaling from the base of the lungs right up to the collarbones, energy streaming in, and exhale, flooding that energy through the body. Open your eyes. Shall we begin? Inhale, reach up and look up. Exhale, we bend forward from the hips. Reach down. Those that can, go to full Uttanasana. Bend the knees, right leg back. With the hands to the hips, inhale. Exhale, release the right hip and groin down. Inhale, reach up and look up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Move into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, come forward to plank. Stay there if you choose, or exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to the back bend, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Onto the left fingertips. Step the left foot forward. Inhale to the back knee. Exhale, hands to the hips. Release the groins down. Inhale, reach up to look up. Exhale, float the arms. Inhale, step the back foot to the front foot. Exhale, fold deeper to Uttanasana. Inhale, reach up to look up. Exhale, splay the arms. As before, inhale, Urdhva Namaskar. Exhale, Uttanasana. Left leg. Inhale, hands to the hips. Exhale, release the groins down. Inhale, reach up to look up. Exhale through Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to the back bend. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Right fingertips as we step the right foot forward. Inhale, come tall with the body. Exhale, release the groins. Inhale, we reach up to look up. Exhale, float the arms. Inhale, step the feet together. Exhale, bow to the legs. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, press out wide. And again. Exhale, Uttanasana. Right leg. Inhale, come tall with the body. Exhale, release the groins. Inhale, reach up to look up. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, come forward with the body. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lift the hips. Left foot forward. Inhale, come up with the body. Exhale, release the groins. Inhale, reach up and look up. Exhale. Inhale, stepping the feet together. Exhale, hamstrings releasing in Uttanasana. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, press out wide. Number 4. Exhale, Uttanasana. Left leg. Inhale, we get tall with the body. Exhale, release the groins. Inhale, reach up and arch back a little bit. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, come into plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lift the hips. Right foot forward. Inhale, come tall with the body. Exhale. Inhale, reach a little higher, arch back. Exhale, float the arms. Inhale, feet together. Exhale, bow to the legs. In. Out. Now really aware of the breath. In. Out. Right leg in to the hips, out. Inhale, hold the breath, arch back. Exhale. In, out. In, out. Left foot. Inhale to the hips, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. And the last cycle, in, out. Left, in, out. In, out in Adho Mukha. In, out. In, out. Right foot, in, out. In, out. Inhale, step together. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, reach up high. On the exhalation, keep the palms together. The thumbs come to the eyebrow center for wisdom, to the lips for truth, and at the heart center where we started. Concluding with 3 yoga breaths. Inhale deeply, right up to the collarbones. The breath streams into the body. Exhale. And twice more. In. Make the exhalation a little slower. In. And smooth, long releasing exhalation without dropping the chest. Open the eyes, release the arms and hands. We'll start to round off our practice now with 2 little mini back bends, which ensure that we keep the life and youthfulness of our spine. They will be Salabhasana and Dhanurasana. From my yoga experience of many years, the sun salutations prepare the body for anything. You can go now to standing postures, back bends, to arm balances, inversions or seated forward bends. They prepare the body for anything. They are in themselves like a little mini practice. So coming down onto the front of the body in supine position for Salabhasana. First of all, come up onto your forearms like a sphinx and extend the chest. The feet and legs behind you are at hip width, and we firm the back of the knees. The back of the knee lifts up to the ceiling as the kneecaps lift off the mat. Move your tailbone into the body as you then lower the chest and brow down. Arms now come beside you, palms facing up. Roll the shoulders away from the mat. With the kneecaps firm, the arms extended. Inhale, lift your head and chest and raise the arms to be parallel to the floor. Reach the fingers towards the toes. On another incoming breath, inhale, lift your feet and legs as you come up to assume a boat-type position, Salabhasana. Keep reaching back and back with your arms and hands. Exhale and come down. In a moment, we'll do it once more. Back bends, extend the front of the body, squeeze the kidneys, and maintain strength and elasticity in your spine. Once more, firm the knees, point the big toes away, tailbone into the body, roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Reach the arms back to be parallel to the floor. Now inhale, lift the feet and legs. Toes point away, limbs reach away. For 3 big breaths, inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale and hold. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale and hold. And last breath, lifting up. Exhale and release. Take the head off to one side for a moment. Let the feet and legs release. Hear the heart beating a little stronger. Feel that heat and energy in the body. Back bends are the fire poses. In yoga, fire is called Agni, coming from the Sanskrit word which means to sharpen. Go again, come up onto your forearms like a sphinx. Extend the chest forward. As before, as you lower your chest down, lengthen it forward to come back onto the brow. Bending your knees from behind you, reach back to grab the ankles. If you can't get the ankles, go for the tops of the feet. Roll the shoulders away from the mat and move your tailbone into the body. Start to already create a tension between your four limbs. On the strength of an inhalation, pull the feet and shins back to lift the head and chest. Continue to lift now your thighs from the mat as you reach the hands and feet to the ceiling. For 3 big breaths, inhale, hands and feet lifting a little higher. We exhale and hold. Inhale, hands and feet a little higher. Exhale and hold. And once more, inhale, lifting up, and exhale to release. Stay holding your ankles or feet, but quietly release the forehead down. Heart beating a little stronger as the blood flow moves through the arteries. Kidneys get squeezed and we extend the abdomen. One more. Forehead resting, roll the shoulders back and down. On the strength of an inhalation, pull the feet back to lift the head and chest. Go again, lift your feet and hands up to the ceiling. For 3 big breaths, inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale and hold. Go again, inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale and hold. Once more, inhale, lift a little higher. And exhale to release. Well done. Let go of your ankles. Bring the hands under your shoulders. Push up onto the knees. Splay them wide and move back to Adho Mukha Virasana, where we initiated the practice, downward facing hero. Let's now come over onto the back and we'll conclude just with some knees to chest. Lie on your back, hug the thighs into the body for a moment, rocking from side to side across the small of the back. Then hold just your right leg, squeeze the left leg straight, pulling the right thigh onto the body. Inhale, lift the head and chin to the right knee. Lower down to release and change. Left leg into the body, right leg straight. Inhale, lift the head, chin to the left knee. Release. Both legs into the body, extend the heels. Inhale, lift the head and chin between both knees. Lower the head, stretch out the legs straight, and let's conclude with a minute or 2 of final relaxation or Shavasana. Close the eyes, let the feet flop effortlessly away from one another, arms loose and limp beside you, palms facing up. Allow the face to soften, the abdomen to quieten, and letting the whole body release down into the floor. No effort, completely surrendering as one unit. Quietly, completely. Now move your fingers and toes. Very gently bend the knees. Roll effortlessly to the side. There is no hurry. When you are ready, come to a comfortable cross-legged position. Bring the hands to prayer. Allow the eyes to close. Be grateful for this time that you have given yourself to practice yoga for your health, physically, mentally and spiritually. Yoga is indeed a present we give ourselves. We practice for ourselves and for the betterment of ourselves. Hari Om Tat Sat.